All right, now, Jan, what are
Yes.
you up to? You've browned off some.
Country style pork ribs.
That's right.
Right. And it's super.
They're the ones with the meat on them.
That's got a ton of meat on it, but it also has some cartilage and some fat, and so you want to work with all that fabulous flavor and get rid of what you don't want. So we're
Right.
going to braise them.
Yeah, okay.
So a little salt and pepper on both sides, a little olive oil, browned it, took them over here.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to build on this. And I don't know how much this was, about a
About a cup of onion.
About a cup. Well, actually, I don't know how much that is. It was 1.5 onions. How's that?
Okay, that'll work.
Several stalks of celery.
Uh-huh.
About 2.5 carrots, because my baby got the other half of the last one.
You're a lot neater in your cutting than I am. I just have to tell you that.
I am.
Yeah.
It's efficiency. I don't have time to.
No. It's just that I guess I didn't get the Martha Stewart gene, so I don't cut everything. That every cube just exactly matches.
Well, I didn't have the Martha Stewart gene, but I got the Frances Lindsay gene, and that's how she wanted me to do it. So
so you did it.
That's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
All right, now check out how easy this is. Got a little bit of dried thyme, which the first time I made these, I didn't have any. I left it out.
Yeah.
Bay leaves, a little crushed red pepper, however much you like.
The crushed red pepper is a great idea.
Well, I love it. And then here's what I think really makes it. Now, don't breathe it when you put it in there because it's like mustard gas.
Yeah, I know.
A little cider vinegar. And we're going
particularly when you pour it right in on the crushed red pepper.
That's right. You have to watch out.
You may end up in tears.
Or choking, or calling 911.
And all those look bad.
That's right. So at this point, we're going to put our ribs with all that beautiful color right back in here. We're going to tuck them all in.
Those are nice ribs, too.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
I love these things. You know what's funny is I don't remember seeing them. Now, if you've got juice, get the juice back in
Well, they
there.
sort of went out of style for a while, and the only ribs you saw in the store were the ones you're going to cook on the grill.
Yes. Well,
Instead of these that need to be braised, and these have come back in style.
well, and I think part of the reason why is because the flavor is so fabulous and they're so inexpensive. I mean, you can pick these up for nothing, especially when they go on sale.
Yes,
So-
and we do watch for sales.
Chicken broth, beef
Yep.
broth,
What you got?
whatever you've got. I used turkey broth last week because I had a
I
lot.
can't imagine why you do that in Thanksgiving
That's
week, but
right.
whatever.
So some. Now I used one of your measurements. We've
Yeah.
got tomato paste, and I used some. Okay.
Okay.
Now at this point, you can do a couple things. Walter, you can stick a top on it and keep it on low. You can throw it in a crock pot and keep that on low. You can stick it in the oven for 250.
But the gist of this is you need to
Long
cook
and
it
slow.
long and slow.
Right, because you do want to make sure that it gets nice and tender.
Okay.
All right. So after you've done that for a while, this is what you're going to get.
And that, folks, in fairness to you, I have to tell you, smells super good. Now, let me tell you right quick. Get the recipe, Chef's Recipe, 6450 Paper Mill Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37919. Local 8 now. And